know.
Hurricane, a tidal wave. It's perfect, last looks brilliance. Give me more of this. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You're firing me, firing me. Yeah, you're firing me, firing me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy for the light. It's got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. And there you are at my hand again. Is it wrong? Is it right? It's like I've won my final war without a fight. I'm out of control, about to blow. I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. I know you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy for the light. It's got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Yeah, you are my head. Yeah, you are.
Never gonna stop, never gonna change, never gonna do the things you say. Run my own way to get there. Fools are calling and the I seem to care. In the air, no more crowd, just the opposite kind of few clouds. So tell me this time is coming, for the sake of all your lies. Why don't you try to be wise? Know that I need you anyway. I never wanted to be alive, just to feel like I'm fading. And though my heart breaks a beat at time, I press the lens just to tell you, don't leave the way, don't even say that I try with a just play in the rain. I feel like
Hi, I'm the thick skin they told you to grow that turned into plaque psoriasis. Jose Gonzalez.
And I'm the calm and Miss Congeniality, Auntie Collins.
Yep, and you guys are watching the Mother Tuck and Post show where we talk all things RuPaul's Drag Race. Season 17, except this is the last time we're talking RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17. It's a finale. We crowned a winner. This season has come, it is gone. We've had so many things happen throughout the season. Just this weekend alone, we knew we couldn't get to it as it aired. If anybody has an issue with that, as always, tweet us at Hulk Hogan. But, you know, it happens. Auntie, how did you survive this weekend? Because there was all sorts of craziness. Even outside of the world of pro wrestling, believe it or not, we have lives and other endeavors that we pursue.
It's crazy. So if you didn't know, there's a little anime convention here called SakuraCon. It's every Easter weekend. And I have friends on the board who conned me into volunteering my time and patience. Ran real thin. It's okay. I got called.
Yeah, but how's that different than normal?
But it wasn't warranted this time.
Oh, so they didn't call you bitch. They called you a bitch.
Yeah.
Well,
So I was panel moderating this weekend. So introducing your guests, making sure, all the things. But they have panels that are for children and for people over 18. Talk about more mature things. I got a lot of those mature panels and I've learned a lot of things. But in order to make sure that you are 18 years old, you have to have a specific wristband. If you don't have the wristband, you have to go back to registration. You got to show them your ID. You got to go through the whole process. And guess what? Lots of people did not want to go through the process. And then they get to these MA panels, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Can't let you in.
it's almost like there's guidelines for these things to happen the way they're supposed to.
Well,
And
what
they just don't.
the person that called me the bitch, was like, I've got gray hair. I said, okay. I was going gray by 16.
Yeah. Sorry, you look young for your age? Question mark.
Yeah. Question mark.
Like, you should
But-
be grateful I'm not letting you in this panel right now. You'd probably lose 10 brain cells anyways just being there, but
I learned a lot about fantasy, anime, fanfic. A lot.
anything they'd looking to apply in real life?
Well, I don't know what the fantasy equivalent of I'm just gonna role playing is fun.
I thought the chicken was lovely.
Yeah.
And I thought I'm adventurous. Woo! Woo!
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of adventurous and roleplay, hello, Ed Fries. You chose a great time to come in, Ed. We were just recounting the things that we did that were not in the world of wrestling over the weekend. And Auntie apparently learned some interesting things that can apply to some interesting situations.
Listen, I'm married. I got to try things out all the time.
Yeah.
But how was your weekend? You were everywhere there was a show, so
Oh, yeah. I feel like this weekend, yeah, there were days where I got to sleep in, but I still felt like fatigued the same way I would have felt fatigued if I was actually at Mania, which is crazy. Because you wouldn't even expect it because, like, okay, you're in your own home. You're just staring into a computer all day long. But, like, it's also just like oh, shit, I really actually have to, like, actively pay attention to what I'm watching so I can have, like, an actual conversation about the things that we watched. And then also making sure to be mindful of, like, hey, you're doing this on behalf of this outlet. So some things that you normally say on your own platform probably won't stay in the air on this platform. But, all things considered, it was a fun weekend with many friends that got to stop in, which made me very happy. I think we averaged like 300 to 400 people every show over at Body Slam this past weekend. So thank you to whoever put up with me this weekend. I owe you, and sometimes why. But alas, we've had so much wrestling going on. We need to talk about what we're actually here for. And it is clearly the finale of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17, which, what a season it has been. My goodness. Auntie Collins, just before we even get into the finale, just your thoughts on Season 17 as a whole.
I think the magic that I felt drain out of my body was season 15. 16 was fine, but I felt like
15?
I didn't like 15. I think I wasn't in the mood at that time either.
You know what? That is fair. That is fair. Bobby Munson, how the hell are you? We are living the dream. No gardening for me tonight after a few days of it, but I have a little twisted tea,
I don't have
STG.
any drinks. I did have my dinner.
Now you had them dinner. I mean, love that for you? Question mark. During a final day of a 4-day weekend. Yeah, I was the fool of my 4-day weekend started on Thursday. And I decided, you know what? On a day off, no less, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a podcast at 10 a.m., which I never do. It is the second time I've had a morning podcast. The first time being my own for WrestleMania 39, to which I'm like, why the fuck would I ever do this? And then I did it again because I was a guest. But it's okay. It was still fun. And that was like the only non-WWE thing I did that whole weekend because that was for AEW Dynamite. So, you know what? Everything is fine. Everything's fine. But I'm still like trying to get you like not being in the mood for a season totally makes sense. But season 15 is like one of the best seasons we've had in a long ass time. Are you sure? Like 14, I could understand getting sick of because nobody was going home. And we had a top 5 in the finale.
Maybe it was 14 that I just felt so jaded. But I just, to be honest, the last 5 years of shows, I don't know. I don't know her.
Yeah. Not to be confused with the last 5 years now on Broadway. Jamie is over. Jamie is gone. Jamie's decided it's time to move on.
Yeah.
And Nick Jonas will never ever say it that clearly, but you know what? It's fine. It is fine. Because, I mean, we talk about all the craziness that happens throughout the season. I mean, we've had challenges that were amazing. We've had runways that were amazing. We've had drama that was amazing. Some of it not so amazing that we could have done without. But overall, I mean, I'm not even going to ask you to rank the season, Auntie. I'm just going to say, like, if you had to sum it up in, like, maybe one sentence, what do you think season 17 is?
Oh. I don't want this to sound derogatory. Because it can't, like, in my opinion, like if I said that like WWE is produced, overproduced, that sounds like a negative thing. But the show felt very curated, produced. I mean, in the finale, they were handing out cash like there's not a recession in front of us.
No, there clearly was because it was on the main stage and not in a theater this year.
That's where they saved their money.
Trying to talk about like, oh, we did it for spoilers. Meanwhile, the same gay intern that works at WoW every other season is going to be the first one on YouTube setting him up.
It just felt very produced, very contained.
Yeah.
But see, all that sounds terrible. I think it was a predictable winner
from Drag Race, but yes. No, like, I feel you about the production. I feel like the way that I would describe it is that it was a younger take on an older formula.
Ooh.
Because it feels like this is like very much like if Gen Z did season 4.
I mean, considering Lexi Love is younger than me and was the old broad.
Yeah, I mean, this cast was millennial. Oh, no, she better don't. So, I mean, I feel like this cast was too young, if we're being honest.
I mean, it was Lana Gervais' first time for every week for doing something. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, it's nice that like she was able to do a lot of things that she'd never done before. I'm very curious to see that if Lana Gervais ever did an All-Star season, what they might do for a second time, or if there's still more things that have never done.
She would
what
be
is the
roasted,
age range that you'd like for the show, Jose? Ooh, this is a good question. So my thing is Drag Race historically has been known to have like some varying with ages when it comes to the queens that are on the show. Some are like right in their like early to mid 30s, some in their 40s. We've seen some go a little bit closer towards that 50-year threshold. Although this season we've had them like as young as 21, with the eldest being 33. What I would really love for them to do is I would love a season or two where we have no queens that don't have an underdeveloped frontal cortex. I'm talking 26 years old minimum, and expand it to like mid 40s and 50s, because at least that way you're getting a diverse set of drag from different eras of drag from different regions. And then on top of that, we could also have some more maturity in the workroom, because this season taught us that just a lot of people were in their feelings because they cognitively don't know how to deal with them.
And all these queens not knowing queer history or drag history. It just.
Yeah.
I
mean, we
wanna
say this, but Lydia's like one of the youngest queens, and she turned out Boogie Wonderland. So, I mean,
I don't understand how her legs did that. And I think RuPaul
yeah.
was thinking things.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, put me onto that song more than I ever have in a long time.
I wish. So I know that you mentioned that the queens were in their feelings, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wish more of that cattiness came out in Untucked, because
I feel like Untucked was like so close to like a return to form, but just no stuff either continued into the next week or had
Right.
payoff at the end of Untucked. So it's like, yes, this was the best season of Untucked we've had in a long time. It was the most watched season of Untucked we had in a long time. However, we still have a lot of stuff that's still like, even like after the Lollapalooza and like people quote unquote like squashing things, there's still a lot of unresolved storylines to me.
I'm still pissed that whole Arietti note on the mirror was squashed in like less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Didn't like that.
On an episode that does not affect Anya at all because it was a Lollapalooza with the eliminated queens, which just to touch base on before we get into like the true finale talk, Auntie Collins, any thoughts on the lip sync Lollapalooza this year?
It was fun. I think the right person won. That last number between Corey King and Susie Toots was just so phenomenal. I think, because remember partway through the season, I was like, I don't get this Corey King. I don't understand this. Like, it's distracting. And now I'm over here going, I hope Corey goes on a season of All Stars.
I hope so too. And remains
Redeems
undefeated
herself.
at number 1 on Cameo instead of Nikki Blonsky's racist ass.
Hope she takes all the lessons that she learned about proportions and straps and things,
And what hair
and
colors look
just
good on her.
and keeping those booties out. We love a sensible shoe. Sure.
Mhm. Yeah. I would have rather been a kitten heel or a flat than those lace up dancing shoes. I mean,
I don't even know where you get something like that.
I don't know, probably a sex shop. I mean, they were like maybe a 2-inch platform away from being pleasers, if we're being honest. So
That's fair. But
regardless, I mean, yeah, I mean, so long story short, Susie Toot won the lip sync Lollapalooza for the title of the queen of She Done Already Done Had Herses and a cash tip of $50,000. Not bad for going home a week before the finale. And it's interesting that we get to that dollar amount because we will touch base on that a little bit later. But first, we got to get into this finale. And I mean, the good thing is that they do the opposite on a finale. We don't wait till the very end. We're going to start with the queens on the runway. So I'm going to have the volume a little lower. Like, World of Wonder, don't come for us, please.
I mean,
This is
come
clearly
on us.
transformative under fair use law.
I just want to know who these people, because I saw that guy from SNL was in the crowd.
Okay, but wait, why does this one kind of look like Rosé out of drag?
Yeah, it's the eyebrows, isn't it?
Yeah, and like the swoop in the hair, it's a choice. And I can't believe it's not Bowen Yang. Yeah, I mean,
Was it not?
Yep. The who's who of who is available, really. But alas, let's get into our season 17 queens.
Oh my goodness!
Lucky Stars is
It's Lucky Stars.
Okay.
Which-
wasn't. Is this Miss Frizzle? Is that I
Miss
think it
Frizzle,
was just.
sweetie, I'm so sorry.
I think the basketballs in the Lollapalooza like kind of turned me off. Like after you revealed the breasts.
Which
the
also,
basketballs.
side note, I say Acacia won that lip sync. Sue me.
As much as I don't like Acacia,
Acacia
I
with that
agree.
human unit, fucking 40 inches, like sultry, like doing a very comedic, like, are we gonna do it? Yep. Oh, damn. Would you look at that? We have a Raw after WrestleMania return for the first time in years. Sorry, I just opened the Bird app. Apparently, Rusev is back in WWE.
It's Rusev Day. Happy Rusev Day.
Yep. Wait, hold on. But see, this is the problem with Stephanie Vaquer versus versus Io Sky.
What? Breaking news.
Yo,
oh
we're
my
not allowed
God.
to. Okay, this is the last time I ever do a competing show with the Raw after WrestleMania after it's been the drizzling shits for the last 5 years. Bitch, what? I just want to know, did Rusev come out with his music or not? Wait, hold on. Or is this new music?
Oh my God. Wait, we have new tag champions?
Oh yeah, they hot potatoed and Becky's a heel.
Oh.
No, it's new
Oh.
music. But good pop.
He looks incredible. Absolutely looks incredible.
Oh, there was never a doubt that he wasn't going to look good.
The beard is nice and trim, looks nice.
Like, this is, like, the leanest he's looked his whole career.
Yeah.
No Lana. Interesting. Work.
Wow.
Okay. Fucking Stephanie Vaquer versus Io Sky. What the hell? You know what? Work. All right. Anyways, back to the drag race portion of the drag race review. Yeah, Lucky Stars looking like a bowl of tricks from the Andromeda Galaxy where Chris Statlander was 5 gimmicks ago.
Did you do science fair? You did science fair?
Yeah. I didn't do well, but I did it. Okay, Joella, I appreciate the reference to the quilted runway. But this is what her quilted runway should have been. Like, I love the
Absolutely.
bodice. I love the swoop of the tail. Like, it being a plate instead of, like, the whole mattress. See, this is how you take what, like, made you famous, but elevate it.
I like the shape of it. Here's my thing with plus size queens is that you either know your body or you don't know your body.
Mhm.
I like seeing interesting angles. I like seeing interesting shapes and interpretations of drag.
I was going to say, you learned about some interesting angles at that fantasy panel yesterday, didn't you?
Okay, so the panel, let me tell you about this panel. It was about building like a Mad Libs version of a fantasy smut, whatever. But the final line in it that they created was, "You left a U-shaped hole in my asshole."
What? Huh?
Like YOU.
Oh, my public school going ass was thinking like the letter.
You like the are you? I don't want to know what that.
I don't know what kind of kegels you're doing that you could have it shaped in a U.
But it was one of those things that I will never hear that again in another space.
Low key, it would work. I mean, just that's all I'm gonna say. But yes, no, this is why Joella is the premier Slasian diva of Los Angeles. I mean, clearly, she understood the assignment for this finale runway.
And
The hair is just as voluminous as the
Hair.
gown was. Yes,
yes.
Hormona Lisa. I understand the reference to the Badonkadonk tank and like the rain and like being wet. Is that a fucking shower cap wig? Oh no, it's so like the wig just looks like cotton candy and stuff, but okay. And
It looks like something from Claire's, in my opinion.
no, I'd say it's worse than Claire's. I think it's limited to.
Oh no!
Yeah. It's like limited to, but if the limited to was also right next to a rainbow. So just poor taste all around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The crowd also was like,
Well, I'm sure that'll get you noticed at the book signing. Crystal Envy. I think she looks great. Like this old Hollywood with the fascinator.
yes.
Interesting to not have any body on up top, but the contour looks good. I like the bodice. Black and white's just elegant. And then like having the necklace all stoned out with a red lip. Like, it's just classy.
Like, my husband just got murdered, but I have a dinner party to throw. Like, okay.
Yeah, like come up and play Clue with me sometime. Why don't you?
Oh, just look at that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not bad for a girl from New Jersey.
I want to cut slits
Yeah.
in my dresses.
Acacia forgot. God damn with that blush. I mean, if there's one thing she's good, blush blindness is one thing, and then there's Acacia, who might be the only queen to wear more blush than Trixie Mattel.
Which,
All
let me
things considered, though, I love this fucking like. I think this is a great look for Acacia. Oh, come on, show pony.
okay, but like
Yep.
similar color.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, putting it in the pocket to give some dimension. Yeah. No, but I like this. Like, this reminds me of like a blueberry white tea that's like freshly brewed. And like you have like maybe like a little bit of a flower, like just as like a, you know, a garnish. Like, I think it looks good. I think it's definitely like Acacia's taste, but elevated for a finale.
Yes, agreed. The structure, everything, yeah.
Also, this poor queen. I mean, it's hard being a really girl. Don't mind Auntie Collins tending to her animals.
Sorry, I just called them dumbass motherfuckers, so, you know.
I hope you're talking about the dogs.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know?
not you.
Well, I meant your husband, but work. I was gonna say, it's hard being a dewy girl in the mat world. So this queen, I understand.
Same.
God, just an unfortunate time to pause the screen too, but you know what? It's okay. Corey in a black updo with a floor-length gown and a high. This is what Corey King elevated looks like.
Should have been wearing looks like this all season instead of a bodycon mini.
Looks rich. Looks like
Mhm.
yeah. I would book this on Cameo. Would you know?
Yeah. What is it? $99? I got $99. You can
I
take my
met
last
her-
$99.
It used to be $50 and then she caught on. I hate when people know their worth.
I know. I love taking advantage of people.
Yeah.
Especially when
No,
you're number one on Cameo.
Hey, she stayed number one at that price though, so work, bitch. But I love this look. Like, this feels like an opulent version of Corey King, but like still very much like you could tell it's Corey King without it having to be like bleached blonde bimbo. Which, by the way, have you seen the clip going around from Meet the Queens when they were talking about like if she was like who she would have on her Mount Rushmore of drag, and she's like, Mount Rushmore, what's that? But like with a thick Boston accent.
Mount Rushmore, what's that? No, that's
You know, that was pretty
incorrect.
much what she said. I'm just saying, but either she lives the gimmick, or she worked herself into a shoot. But yes, no, I love it.
Icon.
And here comes Ariete, dressed like the cat that Michelle Visage clocked her for painting as. Great gowns, beautiful gowns, quite literally.
I like this color of red a lot.
Yeah, it's like a scarlet more than just like a red. So yeah, I mean, Ariete, her fashion is never the problem, so it's fine. Now Lydia, I love this silver hair on her. I don't like that one side of like the collar goes into her temple. I wish it just kind of stood at the neck. But
If
I
we were
love
gonna
the
go
stole.
whole, like how she's been doing all season, like whatever, I didn't like that. But the color makes me want to book an appointment right now because
No, it's like a perfect silver though.
it's so good. It's
Yeah,
so
and
good.
I like that's like coiffed up top a little bit too. Like the makeup, the ombre lip looks good. Like the actual like black stole that she has looks great. Like I
Yeah.
started like that little bit that's on her face. I think it looks great. It's also refreshing seeing this with motion because some of these freeze frames I've gotten over the season have been some choices. Now Lana, in something that she's never done before, this is a finale look for her.
Titty out.
Yep, so much tulle, so much train.
Bejeweled. You know what? I'm gonna bejewel my titties now. That's all I'm gonna be doing.
Also, you want to know what's crazy to me? Tell me this doesn't look like Joey Lawrence and Jonathan Van Ness had a love child.
I was gonna say hosier.
Things that don't look like a hosier yell. And I can't believe it's not Johnny Sibley.
Oh,
Yeah. I love how this turned into us reading these poor extras. Y'all signed NDAs, meanwhile we're just on the YouTube show.
I know, right?
Susie too, and this
This.
homage to Little Shop. Bitch. No, like you could this is all you want. This was look of the night.
Absolutely. I thought it was inventive. I have not seen this on the runway in a RuPaul's Drag Race capacity. Where obviously, if you can't tell, the arms
Our
down
prosthetic.
here, those are prosthetics. However, I got gagged because I was gardening while watching this for the first time and going, wait a minute.
Work.
What? Rewind. Watch it again. What? Blown away. Inventive.
Yeah. Golly.
Loved it.
I mean, Susie too, like, feed me, Susie, feed me. And she did. No crumbs. It's just the way that she does the arm movement. It is perfect.
Oh, it's my girl.
I love Jules.
Yeah.
My exact words were when she came out, like when I was watching this live. This looks like if someone had a quinceañera on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh.
I just wanted to be able to clock which shoes she had, if they were still the girl shoes or the woman's shoes.
Oh. See, I was thinking Galinda coming down from her little bubble.
I mean, I can understand that, but it's like if Galinda was in West Side Story.
Is it because she looks Hispanic?
No, it's like this like 50s updo, because like I'm not getting Glinda from it. Like when I think Glinda, I'm thinking like super like curly hair. I'm thinking like more bubble motif. Like this just feels like very like 50s Hispanic to me.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's pretty.
That's my dream, though.
Yeah. And like the ballet like lacing up to the corset. It's cute. It's very Jules.
Yeah.
If there's one thing the dolls are going to do on RuPaul's Drag Race on a finale, it's not wear clothes.
Okay, so I saw a picture of this and I said, okay, of all the people this season, who likes to be naked the most?
Yeah, I mean, STG, I'm sorry it's not a true ogre reference, but maybe there's going to be like a patch where like someone adds in like Angel, like, because like Devil and Angel, but Angel has like a 60s like flower power mod, and it's going to look like this. And
Bubba,
maybe, just maybe, that'll make the game playable again, because the
Bubba,
season 2
you
patch
being-
was not.
You're being really mean. Oh, sorry. I didn't mute my mic.
As Auntie scolds their for her children. Oh shit, that's what I never made. I had an epiphany with this soundboard. I added new sounds and I just remembered what I fucking forgot to put on my soundboard. I don't have Brandy Rhodes saying open mic night on this soundboard. Of all the things, I don't have Brandy Rhodes. If you guys have soundboard suggestions for season 2, leave them in like the chat or on social media. You know where to find us. I can see what I could finagle. It's fine. Yeah. But so nice for Lexi Love to wear a sensible amount of clothing for a finale.
Also, I love this hair color on her.
I do too. And I also like, yes, it has like the big wings and like very Victoria's Secret. No train.
We love progress.
Oh, wrong button. I got it before the sound came out. It should be.
Well done, Mama.
There we go. Yeah, I'm glad I caught it before the sound came out, because otherwise I would have been blasting Benny Hill in our ears, which makes no fucking sense.
Benny Hill.
Yakety sax.
Oh.
Yeah. You know. Because I have that for reasons, but not Drag Race reasons.
She's got soul. It's Anya Nerve.
Anya coming out looking like a goddamn Golden Globe. I live for this.
Oh. This is when they say, make a dress that looks like it's moving.
This is a dress. I don't even want it to move. I want it to be like on my mantle as an accomplishment.
Right?
Also, this mug. Can we get into the mug of it all?
Love
it's soft.
a bright. Mm-hmm.
It's puss.
It is puss. I love it.
Yeah. On Your Nerve, once again, just takes our breath away. As she should.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so good.
Her dad in the audience tearing up. Come on, none your business. None your business tearing up over On Your Nerve. I mean, also, can we, like, we'll get to it, but when None Your Business and Salchicha Sparkles embracing the audience when we get into the top 2 of it all, more of that, please. Also, we're a day late, but I guess it's, we're now joining us for Drag Race Made Me Cry.
Yeah, right? That's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, somewhere Kayla's just like, I sense a disturbance in the force.
Agreed.
Yes.
And bless her heart, it's Sam Star.
Sham Sha.
Sam, I'm going to go with a deep cut. And I'll be... Do you remember way back in the day on Spike TV? There's a little animated show with Pamela Anderson voicing it called Stripperella.
Yes.
This is very Stripperella tease to me.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That is I have not thought about that.
Yeah. I mean, it's very Southern. It's very drag. This doesn't scream finale to me.
I mean, this screams weekly challenge. This screams Pride event.
This screams the lip sync for your life is Hoedown Throwdown by Hannah Montana. Sam, it's a good thing you're a lot younger than you look in drag. That's all I'm gonna say. And just the way she's trying to sell it, it's like Annie Oakley meets Cher.
A Cher cosplayer.
Yeah. I mean, the tassel on the gloves, yeah. And then we get into a number from RuPaul. I'm like, we don't need to see RuPaul lip sync. I mean, on the show, we don't need to see RuPaul lip sync. For the finale, it makes total sense.
My favorite part about watching anything
Go for it.
RuPaul is that her dancers are always just the littlest, tiniest twinks.
Well, to be fair, Ru is like 6'8" in drag. And that's being conservative.
Yeah. Iconic, though.
And also, Ru could at least like move a little bit more than Mariah Carey can on stage. I think you know what video I'm talking about, where it's just like, you see Mariah's like, yeah. Yeah. But all in all, your cast of season 17, they made their way out to the runway for the finale. And for the finale, we had our queens, the top 4 queens, performing original songs that inspired by them. But this time, which made it a little bit different, they actually went in the booth and recorded their own vocals. They did not sing them live for the numbers, but we got to see or hear their voices on these songs. Do you like that?
I mean, it's very reminiscent of like early Drag Race seasons where they all had a verse to a RuPaul already existing song.
I mean, the problem is they didn't write the lyrics, and then we didn't get a girl group challenge, and then we also didn't get like a RuPaul remix at all this season, which like,
right.
It feels criminal to say that on a season that was 16 episodes long.
That's it.
We really didn't get a girl group challenge.
That's it.
God, when was the last time we had a Drag Race season without a girl group challenge? Well,
probably 2, maybe 3.
I mean, hopefully that comes back, considering they're still on, music television.
Crickets.
No. Shade. But yes, long story short, 4 becomes 2. Fucking let him bark. I don't care. It's the last episode of the season. Who cares? No one's going to go back and watch this.
Hi, crime boy.
He said, you're doing this at an odd hour of the day.
Yeah, this is prime licky time hours.
Oh my.
So I have a dog-tistic dog.
Oh, work.
Although dogs tend to mimic the personalities of their owners.
Yeah, I was going to say, where was this when Netflix was shopping around for Love on the Spectrum?
Hello, meet me and my dog-tistic dog.
Yes.
So Archer is just very time-oriented. And the way that he calms himself down every evening after his dinner is he likes to lick.
Mm-hmm.
Licks.
You know what?
Everything.
If he likes it, I love it for him.
It's funny because when he licks my husband's legs, because he has leg hair,
Mm-hmm.
it's like he's brushing his leg hair. He can't do that to me, but
yeah,
it's fine.
I mean, I say this as the owner of a dog that has Alzheimer's that will like either bite me or just lick my face for 3 minutes straight. Milan, hello. Welcome in. You just missed our recounting of the runways for the finale. And a few side tangents that we've had tonight. For the most part, we're bringing them in, but we find out that our top 4 is going down to a top 2. So, of note, for the queens that do not make it to the top 2, they receive a cash tip of $10,000. Now, even before we get there, we have to crown ourselves a Miss Congeniality. So, for those that don't watch RuPaul's Drag Race, Miss Congeniality in the context of Drag Race is voted on by the queens of that season for who they think out of all their sisters was the epitome of Miss Congeniality for whatever reasons, like how they interacted in the workroom, what they've been like after the show, so on and so forth. And we find out that the season 17 Miss Congeniality is Crystal Envy. Now, in all fairness, we talked about this a little bit before the show. Auntie Collins, do you have words prepared regarding Miss Congeniality?
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yes. So when I think Miss Congeniality, I think, who are you going to, outside the winners, outside the top 4, who is going to be the stamp for this season? Who am I going to think of 17 and think of, right? Latrice Royale, season 4, right? That the season 4, I could forget everything and everyone on that season. That season is, I only remember Latrice Royale. Ben de la Creme, season 6, right? Fantastic season 7, Katya. The list goes on and on and on. Big things happen to the Miss Congeniality. You see how the fans are really behind this certain person in being Miss Congeniality. And I'm not saying that Crystal Envy doesn't have that. I was a big fan of Crystal Envy as time was going on. And I think, as you mentioned, she was very revered by the entire cast. When she left, it was an emotional moment. Going back to that episode, it was very emotional for everyone because she somewhat was a glue that held people together. But when I think about season 17, I'm going to think about Corey. I'm going to think about Lydia Butthole. I mean, I'll probably think of Lydia Butthole because this is the first season that somebody has had the name Butthole in their drag name. Mm-hmm. So who is going to, I mean, we're going to see these people on Pit Stop, on, different RuPaul iterations. We're going to be seeing them at DragCon. We're going to be seeing them at the forefront. Even though they didn't win, they're still contractually obligated with RuPaul's Drag Race to use their image and likeness. Yeah, I would definitely think of Miss Joella as well.
Well, here's my thing. You say you're thinking about like Corey and Lydia. You're not too hot about the 4th out going to be Miss Congeniality, but the 2nd out would have been fine? Or is it just because of the impact that Joella had by being so bad that she was good?
I think because because nobody stopped talking about that damn mattress.
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like Miss Congeniality is not subject to fan critiques. Because ultimately, you could have your favorites they rooted for all season. Mm-hmm. The one year where they tried to have the fans vote on Miss Congeniality, it blew up in their fucking face with Valentina in season 9. I would rather it be the queens talking about like who they actually think is like a good sister and everything. And real talk, like aside from like Snatch Game happening the way it did, and I think the wrong result of that lip sync, if we want to call a spade, Crystal had very high moments for not being featured the way that she should have been featured. She was high in the premiere. She had one of the best runway looks of the entire fucking season with the Quilted for Her Pleasure runway. That opening into the red
yes.
That's like literally one of the best runways of the entire season, if not of the series. That still should have been a shoot, Raja. Fucking retracting shoots all season until Crystal goes home. Then you start handing him out like it's fucking herpes.
But like, why
I'm
then
not
give
salty.
Miss Congeniality to Lala Ree?
I mean, ultimately, like I can understand like Corey and Lydia are good choices, but they also had discourse in the show and shady moments. Crystal really was just like there for everybody. Like she didn't have a shady moment whatsoever.
Because she
The
wasn't
bitch
there
was
for that
rolling
long.
around on screen like a fucking
Yeah.
tumbleweed and led her team to victory.
Oh, I wish that there was like a. Here are our favorite moments to talk about, and the tumbleweed was definitely a moment.
It should be like a clips montage like they have at the end of America's Funniest Videos before they say what the winner is.
But it's in everybody's slowed down, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say Lana was gonna be Miss Congeniality based on how they showed her. Yeah. I guess. I mean, I like Lana, but I didn't get congenial from her. But I mean, it's fine to me. It's another additive for Crystal's Larson run. No one believes I'm fierce, so I'm gonna prove them wrong. Girl, I believe she's fierce. I think she's definitely fierce. Also, she went to cash tip of $10,000.
When have they won that much money?
I feel like it used to be more money.
For 10 grand?
I thought it used to be 25 grand.
Oh.
I mean, regardless, last year we had two miscongenialities, and one of them was the fucking runner-up of the season.
Lord have
Whoops. Not Lord have mercy as I'm about to hit the tuba, but you know what? It's fine. Y'all, it's been a week. We're delirious. We're delulu.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, again, remember, we have the final four becoming a final two. Your second and third runner-ups are getting $10,000 each. The final two for this season of RuPaul's Drag Race are Jewel Sparkles and Anya Nerve. Which means Sam Star and Lexi Love, they sashay away with $10,000 themselves. Which is interesting because Susie Toot, who went home the week before, won 5 times the amount of money that they did for lip syncing. And Lexi, I don't want to say it's in protest, but just in the, well, shit, now I don't got to do this, sets off all the reveals she had planned for the winner's lip sync in rapid succession, like it was like a fireworks display in the 4th of July fizzling out. Yeah. But, alas, we have our lip sync for the crown. The runner-up will get a cash tip of $25,000. Still less than Queen if she done already done had hers is. Which I guess is the way that you could, like, I feel like that is the way that you have someone to remember the season by that isn't the winner. Because now they have the Lollapalooza as a way to, like, earn money and shit. Because, I mean, when you think of season 16, I think of Morphine. I think of Megami
Yeah.
and that Lollapalooza as well. So, I don't really, like, this isn't shade to Tsunami Muse or Saphira Crystal. Saphira, I think of because she was literally the runner-up. Tsunami, not so much.
No.
Lady Camden really had the last laugh. She was the only runner-up to get 50K. I know. And I think that was like the first year they did the 200K too. So good on you, Willow Pill. But alas, the lip sync for the crown, the top two, face off. 2 of all songs. This is not the one that I had in my bingo card. We did not get a Sabrina Carpenter song all season. We did not get a Chapel Roan song all season. But you know what we got just in time for the finale? Abracadabra by Lady Gaga.
Listen, people were calling Lady Gaga satanic at Coachella.
We are so back.
We are so back.
She did Judas on Good Friday.
I loved it. Judas. See, that's the only Judas song that I will ever recognize.
Well done, Mama.
Yes.
But I do have to say, I've had this song stuck in my head. This Abracadabra song stuck in my head for months now.
Literally since the Oscars.
Yeah.
Although, is this a safe place?
Yeah.
I still have not heard the album in its entirety.
Meanwhile, I go, oh, I wonder what's on repeat. And it's literally Sabrina Carpenter and Lady Gaga. That's it.
Work. See, I would have listened to Mayhem like all the way through, but then
Yeah.
Ariana Grande is like, you know what? Here, take this deluxe to Eternal Sunshine, and take this short film, and you're gonna weep. It's
I didn't
going
know
to
that
be
there was a short
intertwined.
film.
Oh yeah, which cheap plug. The reaction to which is on my second YouTube channel, Jose on a Whim. Yes.
I might as well
So-
go over there.
Yes, I mean, but watch it first, and then you could watch it again with me and cry with me, so it's fine. But the lip sync, I'll be honest, it was not my favorite lip sync for either of them. I think Jules went the Sasha Velour route of reveals for the win.
Mhm.
Anya really didn't have a single reveal. She was just focusing on the energy of the song. I will say she didn't really ramp up. She just started guns a-blazing.
Yeah.
And then she slowly started to not blaze as much, but she still made it through the song. But damn, does she work for it.
I'm gonna tell you something. The way that Anya was dancing was me after I've gardened and had a glass of wine.
Mhm.
That's how I imagine that I would be. Just
Yeah, no, I mean, a crossfade and a smash burger sounds really good right now.
absolutely, that sounds fantastic right now. But yeah, also I love Anya's comedic padding. I know that it's a style choice, but she's close to damn it, what's the leghorn
Foghorn Leghorn.
yeah, them
Well,
thighs.
I do say.
Them
She got a big
thighs.
ass.
Yeah, we love a big ass here.
But you know what? I will say, like, I did not think you were going to say Foghorn Leghorn. You know what I thought you were going to say? Remember that one episode of That's So Raven where Raven dresses up as her mother? And she has padded the house down boots, but it's not proportional at all.
It's incredible.
Anya was Lady in Red Gaga was talking about. Amen. Poetry.
Mhm.
We love poetry. But we crowned ourselves a winner, baby. The winner of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17, America's Next Drag Superstar, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio. I do take it. It's Anya Nerve, which is a very deserving win, I will say.
I mean, 4 wins, almost 6 wins, like sweeping the entire season, but not doing it in a way that was cocky as hell.
Only doing drag for 3 years, where she was low-key shunned when she started. To now, this is undeniable.
I didn't even think about that. I wanted to say a turning point for me with Anya, because sometimes my issue with performers is that when they have hard pasts, they don't want to have that all come out, right? We've
Mhm.
seen it time and time again. Or we have like Adore Delano, for instance, going on All Stars and like very clearly having like mental health issues, and then just peace out.
Also turned into, gender dysphoria. Who would have thought?
Right.
No
we
shade.
get
Anya
that.
had less competition than Sasha Colby. No, that's tea. That's not shade at all. That's the other thing about having queens that are so young. Someone who's in her late 20s, while yes, she has been doing drag less, has more sense of maturity in oneself to iron out their identity. But I feel like there were 3 big moments that secured Anya the season for me.
Okay.
It was the Monopulence runway, the
Oh.
way she sold that dress.
Mhm.
It was the compilation CD when she was doing Put Your Lighters Up. And when she was the host and delivered the monologue for RDR Live.
RDR Live, yeah.
Oh, and Snatch Game, duh.
Hercules.
Everybody say love. Love. No, like, it was Anya's season to lose. And I mean that in the most respectful way.
I mean, iconically, everyone was looking at Susie Toot.
I mean, she was pretty much set up to be the other front runner, just to fall short in the end. What? The two highest grossing queens are the ones that had the most wins, so good on you. But alas, that concludes our coverage of season 17 of RuPaul's Drag Race. I mean, overall, I think this was a fun season to watch live. I feel like it felt like instances of old Drag Race, but it still has me wishing some things could change for season 18. I hope they do. But overall, it was a positive experience.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Who do y'all want on All Stars quickest with this cast? I feel like Corey King and Lydia Butthole Collins.
Lydia.
Absolutely. What I want to happen, and like as a format, I don't know if they'll ever do it for All Stars, or at least again. Remember how they had the teams format for All Stars 1?
Yes.
I want something similar where like you still have teams, but if there's a drag family in there, I want Lux Noir London and Lana Jarre.
And Lana, yeah.
I want Trinity the Tuck and Sam Starr. Like, if we're going to have the Nepo babies coming out, like, let them come out. Like, I don't think we're going to have Nina Benina Brown anytime soon, and especially considering the fact that she called Lucky Stars her estranged drag daughter. But you have, like, Sasha and Carrie Colby. Oh, yeah, no. Like, there's tea there. And for season 18, I want things supposed to be 28. I literally said at least 26. I want a frontal lobe that's fully developed. Yeah. Yes. But it's funny that we're talking all this stuff about All Stars.
What?
So I have bad news and I have good news, y'all. The bad news is that you will not be seeing us at our Saturday afternoon time slot ever again. At least probably not until season 18, if we're being real. But I don't know about you, Auntie Collins, but me, I miss having my weekends.
What's a weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I like sleeping in on a Saturday after a busy week. But, you know, cable schedules, they just don't work well. So we went to the drawing board. We put up some pins, some red yarn. I'm yawning. Hold on. Bored myself to sleep with all this non-related talk. But RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 10 starts on May 9th. And it is streaming on Paramount Plus and Wow Presents Plus around the world. The good thing about a streaming schedule is that the episodes go up at midnight Pacific. So I could literally wake up and work while watching Drag Race. And since schedules align, I have the fortunate pleasure to announce that we are indeed coming back for RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 10 with 18 queens. 18.
That's so many.
That's more than we had on season 15 with a 40-minute edit. This is literally the largest cast we've ever gotten on RuPaul's Drag Race, but we are changing times. So no longer are the days of a Saturday afternoon. You're going to see us in prime time, baby. Starting on Friday, May 9th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, we begin our coverage of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 10. This is the bracket style, it looks like. So it's the Tournament of All Stars. I'm excited for this one. We are back here. I did not think this show was going to have the response it did. Especially not only from like everyone that's watched it, but even from our peers. Like, we got put over huge by JPJ the other day. I don't know if you saw this, but he mentioned going back and watching the VODs, not watching a lick of RuPaul's Drag Race, but laughing his ass off because our energy is infectious. So thank you guys for letting us have a stupid show about not wrestling, because damn it, is this fun.
It is so fun to not talk about wrestling, but also be in your company. Thank you so much for... Oh no, I'm gonna cry.
No.
Truly, thank you so much for inviting me. I've always watched this in my spare time. I've shown you guys my life. I've shown you how Drag Race really helped me come out. It really helped me.
I mean, you know all about Tears, Miss Kiyoshi Warrior. Miss Capricorn. Wait.
Wait.
Speaking of knowing all about Tears, I'm going to say is keep an eye on Miss Kiyoshi Warrior's socials and her YouTube this week. Certain things involving crying that's all I'm gonna say. Some poignant words.
Oh, the tea spiller. But truly, thank you so much for inviting me and letting me enter your space, because this show is so near and dear to me, because it really did help me have those conversations with people about coming out, about gender expression, about being exactly who you are. And it really has paved the way. And I love that I get to be able to talk about this season and All Stars, because I'm hungry for a good All Stars season.
We've been on an All Stars drought since All Stars 7, if we're calling a spade a spade.
Exactly.
But I mean, also, it's just like crazy because, like, for the longest, like, I've seldom found like an intersection between people that enjoy wrestling but also Drag Race. So not only having the chance to talk Drag Race with someone that appreciates it, but making references that out of left field that only like a handful of people can understand and be blown away with the volley that we have. Like, I can't imagine legitimately doing this show with anybody other than Auntie Collins. So yes. Yes.
Winner,
it was
winner.
a match made in hell. No, I'm kidding. But no, we needed
Chicken,
this.
listen, see y'all in hell. I mean,
Yep. I mean, it's going down. We're going down. It's fine. But we hope that you guys have enjoyed everything for season 17. We will definitely see you back here in a few weeks for All Stars 10. But alas, we also want to make sure that you guys know that our local establishment has you covered for all the fun things. So whether it's Drag Race stuff with us, whether it's Marvel talk, whether it's sports stuff on Point of View, or you actually do like professional wrestling. It's almost like it's back on the up and ups these days. Who would have fucking thought? Our local establishment at OLE Podcast on short form platforms have you covered. Auntie Collins, where in the hell are you this week now that you're coming back down to earth?
so we'll see. I definitely will be right back here on the channel on Thursday evening, talking about Ring of Honor this week. My husband goes in for surgery Wednesday. Gotta get that old gallbladder out.
I mean, as a Puerto Rican whose family has had many gallbladders go, I feel like it's a rite of passage.
Apparently it's like a thing in his family. So I get to be nurse auntie. Don't have an outfit picked out.
It's literally just gonna be Mistress Isabel Brooks from the season 15 finale.
Oh my god. But I'll be doing nurse things, but you'll definitely see me here Thursday evening with the lovely Kyle K. Sparks. We'll be hopefully talking about the road. I just can't believe that there is a Ring of Honor pay-per-view in 2 weeks' time, and we are where we are, where our Ring of Honor titles are being fought for on non-Ring of Honor shows and switching hands. So if you want
the counter to that is let's create a new championship for a division whose two champions haven't defended the title in months.
It's so fun here. But I am taking Friday and Saturday off. I'm turning my phone off. And I'll be back here. I'll be back on Fightful Overbooked, talking about how wrestling made me cry on Sunday with my co-host Kylie. If you want to know when I'm going live, _queer auntie. I'm taking some time, guys. My brain has not been great, but please stick around because we got a lot to show you. So
yes, and then for me. Somehow I've been live 5 out of 5 days in a row. I'm not live tomorrow because I work 2 jobs. I'm in my Julius Rock era. What can I say? But I will say you can find me every Wednesday over at bodyslam.net talking AEW Dynamite for the post show that is yet to have the name finalized yet with JPJ Loves Gaming. So if you guys enjoy hearing banter about AEW in ways that might not always be the traditional like straight guy approach to AEW Dynamite. I mean, it's me. It's not always going to be straight anyways, 'cause that's just how I roll. But yes, when we are back here again, May 9th, every Friday night on our local establishment for the Mother Tuck and Post Show for All Stars 10. All the good things. Jose in the Air has you covered everywhere else. I might go live on Twitch. I might have some stuff coming up on other channels. You never fucking know. But I do know that we will see you guys back here again for All Stars 10 in just 2 weeks. So until then, have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching this season with us, and we'll see you next time. So goodbye, everyone.